Okay, end of the fifth turn and some shenanigans here. Pretty exciting there for a while. Here's the map. Focusing down into Europe, this turn, the German offensive across the Channel totally cleared the United Kingdom. All the infantry, the tank, the artillery, and the 2 bombers and the 3 fighters all got destroyed. The United Kingdom was empty. Unfortunately, all the Germans had left was a fighter and a bomber, and so they had to go back to the continent and land. But yes, the United Kingdom was totally empty. So the attacks seed and sword one way or the other, but the Germans basically came out quite well from it, in contrast to the previous attack last turn. So after that happened, of course, the British fleet there from Canada brought their tank across and landed it there. And then the American combined fleet with about 6 billion destroyers and a battleship has moved across, and it took its transport that had 2 infantry in, and the Americans also flew across 2 more fighters. So from being totally empty, Britain is a lot fuller, and while the Germans have got another full attack to go before that fleet smashes into the invasion barges, this really is going to be the last turn in turn 6. So yeah, quite exciting. Not much happened across in the Soviet Union. They bought some more tanks to sit there, only 2 because they don't have many points. But again, the Germans can't really attack, not without depleting their forces, and then the Russians will just counterattack and take all this stuff back, so they don't want to do that. They've got enough to counterattack if the Russians start moving, but 1 tank came down here, took another 2 Middle East countries for some oil for the Germans, and those guys are all just sitting there. They thought about attacking that tank, but really they were under the risk that those guys up there would just come down and kill them and take the whole Middle East, so they're not going to do that. Best just to wait. So, interesting turn. It was interesting to see the United Kingdom totally empty, and I guess that pushes this next round, the 6th one, into being the final round before we know sort of whether it's just a slow demise of the Germans or whether they're actually going to win.